I'm passionate about storytelling because it gives me a voice. It allows someone like me to share my perspective. If it wasn't for video, I couldn't share what it's like to see through my eyes.
James Rath was born with ocular albinism and nystagmus. Ocular albinism refers to a lack of pigmentation in the eyes, resulting in extremely poor vision. And nystagmus is a condition of involuntary eye movement, causing the eyes to twitch back and forth.
It also can't be corrected because you can't just put on a pair of glasses and contacts and stop the eyes from moving or fill in that pigment that's missing. It's a lot more complicated than that.
The combination of these two conditions have caused James to live in a constant state of vertigo, with his vision classified as legally blind.
A lot of the hand-eye coordination is something that I tend to lack. Just the depth perception is so awful, especially with the eyes moving back and forth. For example, when I go out to eat, I can't see the menu really ever of the time. Like they have these like fancy fonts often and really tiny as well, so it's like I always have to use my phone to try and zoom in, and again, it's a lot of the little things people just visually take for granted.
In school, James faced obstacles due to his disability, often needing his textbooks to be extremely magnified so he could read them. When he entered middle school, his disability began to draw negative attention from his classmates.
A lack of visual sense can really make you vulnerable. There was like a small group of ignorant kids who were deciding to, threaten me and constantly like make fun of my eyes and constantly like do this to me, and that kind of put me into a very dark place. Battling depression, I had these thoughts in the back of my head that were trying to drown me, and like, you're not worth it, you're not good enough. I ended up attempting to take my own life, and I was mere seconds from death. From the grace of God, I'm still here today, and it was a recovery process after that, but it was definitely an uphill battle.
In 2006, James created his YouTube channel and used it as a place to share his unique perspective on the world. After his freshman year in high school, he decided to shift his attention from focusing on his own disability to helping others. So he spent that summer volunteering at a camp for blind children.
I saw that my situation wasn't that bad. What am I doing wasting my time just being depressed about my situation and feeling stuck?
In the summer after he graduated from high school, James took a trip to California where he experienced working behind the scenes on various film sets. It was during this time that he made a decision to pursue his filmmaking dreams. A year later, he moved to California and created a short film about his story that gained worldwide attention.
It was about how technology allowed me to accommodate myself and be more independent. I noticed that all my accommodating technology was Apple products, so I just decided to call it How Apple Saved My Life. Found its way into Apple corporate all the way up with head honcho, Tim Cook, who tweeted out the video, and it was amazing to know that that video really helped get a better understanding of what it's like. Nowadays, I'm more positive than ever. Super just grateful with everything that comes my way, the opportunities, the people who I meet, and YouTube is the opportunity for people like me to independently create. Back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, if you made a video, take it to a film festival, who's gonna see it, Whereas I can upload a video and in a day, it's seen by thousands of people.
My friend, he calls me up and he's like, "Hey man, are you on Vine?" I'm like, "Yeah, I've heard of it." He goes, "There's this big Viner doing an impression contest and I've heard your impressions. So go do it, man." And I submitted to this contest a couple of impression vines.
Two little mice fell into the bucket of cream. One mouse gave up. The second mouse got out.
Ended up winning an impression contest on there, and after a while I just started dumping out. It's kind of been in the back of the head forever, all the characters I love from movies.